Restored Republic via GCR update as of October 25, 2018. The below is a summary of information from the internet. It would be up to the individual reader to do their own research and decide whether or not it is valid. Patience is a virtue. Having virtue is a sign of a good moral being. Good moral beings have the power to overcome evil and change the world. Judy note, as of October 22 the banks were fully funded for the RV liquidity returned to Master Paymaster screens worldwide. That same October 22 President Trump declared a national emergency, put the military on high alert and ordered troops to the border to confront over 10,000 illegals infiltrated with drug cartels, terrorists and ISIS, who were being trucked, boated and flown to the U.S. border with Mexico. Sting operations remained ongoing on the over 57,000 indictments filed in federal courts across the nation this year. By WED. October 24 the Dow opened with futures pointing to triple-digit losses and true to predictions, by close had erased gains for the year as it tumbled more than 600 points. Also on Wednesday, October 24, Iraq swore in their new prime minister a requirement for them to RV, which they expected to happen right after the vote. The 800 numbers were expected to be released at any time now, the banks believe this week and certainly within this month of October, thus allowing GCR to be announced in November. A. Summary as of early morning October 25, 2018. 1. Stock market. On Wednesday, October 24 the Dow erased gains for the year and tumbled more than 600 points upon close. The Dow had opened with futures pointing to triple-digit losses as investors look to a raft of economic data and third-quarter corporate earnings. 2. Intel alert. The world was on the verge of a total economic reset, with the mainstream media pushing an economic collapse narrative. As planned, today the stock market remained on course to implode, with exact timing unknown because of an inch progress purge operation on the cabal. Sources remained expectant on the RV to begin once an economic crash occurred, and expected this month of October, as well as the National Broadcast System alert, the QFS brought in, with GCR announced in November. 3. Bruce, the RV could go any time within the next 2 days, before Friday, October 26. The new rates were supposed to be locked in by midnight, October 22. 4. Tony. Banks were still planning on this to go this week. Iraq has signed everything and were ready to go after the Prime Minister was sworn in. The below article indicated that the Iraqi Prime Minister was sworn in today, October 24. Iraq still planned to complete their RV within the month of October. Iraq Prime Minister sworn with partial cabinet. 5. Philip Tilton. On Saturday, October 20 we were fighting off attacks on our servers. Evidently Canon Space in 8chan was receiving ongoing attacks on the computer system. 6. Anon, expect the RV to happen anytime from now through Thursday, October 25. 7. Zap, October 26 is to be the significant day for many. B. October 24, 2018 TNT call Ray, Tony, Tobka.com web link. 1. The customers gave Tony a printout from a bank in Washington, D.C. that said that on Saturday, October 20 the Dinar Bank screen rate was $1.25. 2. The customer was also told that over the weekend the branches of the bank would not be exchanging currencies, and to refer customers to the Tier 1 bank. 3. Banks were still planning on this to go this week. 4. Iraq has signed everything and were ready to go after the Prime Minister was sworn in. 5. The below article indicated that the Iraqi Prime Minister was sworn in today, October 24. C. October 24, 2018 8:11 p.m. East. Iraq Prime Minister sworn in, Iraq Prime Minister sworn with partial cabinet. D. October 24, 2018 Trump declares that violence was attacking democracy. www.foxnews.com web link at October 24 Wisconsin rally. Trump decried threats of violence as attack on democracy itself after explosive devices sent to Dems. E. October 24, 2018 2:21 p.m. East. Monetary transition, the monetary transition, the plan, the future, and the financial system final wake-up call. The monetary transition. The Federal Reserve is now trying to reel in all the money that it created at the height of the crisis, trying to normalize things. They're trying to both raise interest rates and reduce the money supply simultaneously, while the government is also running a $1 trillion deficit. This cannot end well. F. October 24, 2018. Neil Keenan and the History of the Global Collateral Accounts, document cloud.adobe.com web link. G. October 23, 2018. Notes from Bruce's call of October 23. 1. As of last night, October 22, full liquidity returned to Master Paymaster screens worldwide. 2. On October the 23rd to the 24th close to midnight East, the new rates should solidify on the bank screens. 3. Prosperity packages are going out to the point of distribution October 23rd, while on October 24th after 2:30 p.m. they may go out to recipients. Prosperity packages would not go before us. 4. Core groups were to be paid out by October 24th. 5. Banks and redemption centers were on lockdown by October 23rd. Personnel were isolated. The banks were said to be waiting on authorization of new rates to begin processing clients. 6. There were meetings at the banks to get instructions October 23rd. 7. This could go any time within the next 2 days, or by Friday October 26th. 8. They have scheduled in apartment times for ZIM holders for the next 21 days. 9. You can arrive no earlier than 30 minutes before your scheduled appointment time. 10. They will roll you through in about 1.5 hours. Apartments are 2 hours 15 minutes apart. The 2-hour appointment blocks allotted with 90 minutes for transactions means they've increased face-to-face interaction time for each client by 30 minutes. 11. They will have a greeter for you at your appointment who will go through your RID and answer a few questions for you. 12. There are multiple exchange stations and you'll be processed as if on an assembly line. 13. All currencies will be counted right in front of you, verified by Delaru counting machines. 14. When you first sit down with your currency, tell them each currency and amount you have. It was advised that you have this typed out. 15. During that time that they are verifying your currency, talk to them about your rates. Tell them you are interested in a privately negotiated rate. 16. You will get a temporary debit credit card. Temporary debit credit cards will be loaded with an agreed upon amount of spendable cash and be usable immediately. 17. Your black card is the card you use at the bank to access your Motherlode account. 18. Permanent debit credits will be delivered direct to your residence via courier. 19. Up to 50 cashier checks being allowed now at the time of your appointment. 20. Maximum cash you can walk out with would be $14,200. H. October 24, 2018 1:28 a.m. East. Soros 7-step plan to destroy America. Hodges, Soros 7-step plan to destroy America. Dave Hodges. 1. George Soros is implementing the Arab Spring strategies in very similar fashion to what he did over 5 years ago in the Middle East with the help of Barack Hussein Obama, John Kerry and Hillary Clinton. His playbook is a combination of Hillary Rodham Clinton's hero, Saul Alinsky, and his book, Rules for Radicals. It is becoming clear that Mr. Soros is implementing the strategies associated with the first 3 stages as listed below. 2. The globalists, first introduced to our republic by former CIA Director and thus President George H.W. Bush, 41, are planning to go all the way. The final solution, a bifurcation point where soft kill methods, and diluting the native population through massive immigration will not be enough to ensure total dictatorial control over the planet by the globalists because its methods of replacement are not expeditious enough. That is when soft kill will need to become the final solution of hard kill. 3. Step 1. Perpetrate an economic collapse that will put millions of desperate people on the street. The plan calls for the complete disintegration of law order. Mr. Soros has his excuse, the election of Donald J. Trump as president. Mr. Soros has engineered groupthink in which some groups, collectively, have manufactured enough fear based upon lies, that people are striking out. We are seeing this with riots in our major cities. Mr. Soros is perpetrating a race war, and when it spreads to other segments of our population, not only will safety be imperiled but so will the distribution of goods and services. The economic chaos will give government the ability to implement extreme control and censorship in our country. If that happens, the Trump populist revolution can be thwarted. 4. Step 2. Combine the economic collapse with the creation of a false flag series of events which necessitates the need for martial law and extreme measures of subjugation. It would appear that a mass casualty event is in the works. 5. Step 3. Cordon people off for their own protection. 6. Step 4. Exploit whatever free labor can be extracted from this doomed group while they are being protected, and this means the implementation of Executive Order No. 13603. 7. Step 5. Systematically exterminate the undesirable group as a move to promote national unity against a contrived common enemy, Christians and Jews. The use of India will come into full view and we will witness unparalleled persecution of the common enemy. 8. Step 6. World War III will evolve out of the turmoil as was the case with World War II. Serfdom will re-emerge. 9. Step 7. This is when global depopulation will begin in earnest. When the smoke clears and the bulk of humanity has been buried, the new world order will truly be born. 10. These 7 steps are all supported in history. The big Q, what makes us Americans think that we are immune to established historical precedent? Sometimes it is good to be reminded of who we are fighting and what their Agenda 2030 consists of. The Rockefeller Foundation has backed U.S. Presidents 41, 42, 43 and 44, and then backed Hillary Clinton against Donald Trump and lost.